Good morning, coolest coast. It is time for Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Thanks to Just Orthodontics for sponsoring this show. This is Kristin Odell of KLO. I'm Tina Prigge of Vagabond Creative Studio. We are so happy to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us. Hi,
Good
Kristin.
morning. How are you?
So good. How's everything over there?
It's good. I just feel like I haven't had quite enough caffeine yet to start my day.
I was kind of confused what day it was. Like all week I've been thinking it's Thursday and it's still not Thursday. And I don't know why.
Can we just go back to the promo picture for today? I feel like I look excited and you look annoyed. You're like, oh, Kristin, good grief.
No. That's my resting bee face, maybe? I don't know.
I love it. I'm like, ah, and you're like, oh, whatever.
Oh no. Hold
I
on.
love it.
Oh.
I like the juxtaposition that it provides.
It's like a good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
I think I was just deep in thought.
For you. I'm sure, I mean, I make a lot of faces throughout the show. I recognize that. So that is totally possible.
Okay, wait till next week. Let's see what I can find. Hey, okay. I saw this meme yesterday and say the word B-A-G.
Bag,
Bag. Bag.
not
Okay.
bag.
So I saw this and it kind of hurt because all my life I've heard sometimes I get called out on the way I say that word. And I'm so unsure about how to pronounce that word that now.
What would you say if you're, what would you say if you're not thinking about it?
Like, hand me that bag, please.
Bag.
Is that all right? Did I say it? Or did I
Say
hand me
it
that
again.
bag?
Bag, yeah.
Okay.
Bag.
So sometimes I must say bag. Is that like
Bag.
bag? Bag?
Oh my gosh, hand me that bag.
Gag me with a spoon. I don't know. Does anyone else have trouble with this word? Or are there other words that you have trouble with?
I'm going to ask Google. Oh, maybe my sound is not up. Bag.
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 You heard it here first.
So
Bag.
it's bag.
Not
bag.
Bag.
It's not bag. Hand me the bag. The bag. It's a bag, right? A bag.
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 Bag. Bag.
It almost sounds like she's saying beg.
Mm-hmm.
So this must be enough of a thing that there's a meme about it. I can't imagine that this meme was created just for me.
Just like, look at how many comments. Do you say bag or beg? Do Minnesotans say bag? Who pronounces bag as bag? It's a real thing.
So is it kind of like bagel? Like, is that the way to think of it? It's a bag.
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 Like, give me that bag.
Give me that bag. I feel like you're saying it different every time you say it.
I say bag.
Bag. Is that what I said?
Like the A sound.
I don't know if I'm saying. It's like I can't hear. Tim said, I didn't know I was tuning into a Mensa meeting.
What's Mensa?
Mensa is like the organization for like geniuses. So funny, Tim. So funny.
Tim, do you say bag or bag or beg?
Bag.
Bag.
Yes, we need to know. But you know, this also reminds me, it's got a picture of Barbie. I have not seen the movie, but I have heard nothing but amazing reviews and surprisingly from across all different sectors. Like people that I would have, looked to maybe pan it or be like, oh, whatever. Also loved it. Like, have you seen it? Have you heard about it?
I took 3, 4, 5, 6. I took 7 girls to see it, and it is awesome. It's very good. It has a lot of adult humor, actually. I highly recommend. I would actually go see it again because I thought it was that good.
Wow. Did you guys all wear pink when you went?
No, I'm not quite that.
Oh,
romantic.
It was so cute. My mom and dad went to see it, and they both were dressed in pink, and I thought that was
We definitely like saw people that were doing it. It just was kind of an impromptu. I was going to take my girls, and then it's not for kids. There's just a lot like 14 and up. There's definitely more humor and appropriateness than like younger kids might enjoy watching it, but I don't know if they would like love it.
yeah.
Which
Tim said definitely not for kids. Now, Tim said he loved Barbie. Now, Tim, you're one of the people that I might have thought, wouldn't have. I mean, I haven't seen it, so it's hard to say, and I don't know why. But Tim, you've got this remarkable gift for panning things when they deserve to be panned, and you wrote some glowing things about it. So tell us what you loved. I think your perspective is really interesting on this.
Yeah, so one of the really cool things, like I don't want to ruin the movie for somebody, so let me just say that. But there's just very much an underlying like the divide between men and women and how the world, specifically the US, is run by males. But the humor and the way that they bring this to light is quite frankly hysterical. And yeah, Tim, I agree. So Tim just said they're selling it to kids, which is odd. Yeah, so it really is like I would say 12 and up is probably the right. Not that it's not inappropriate for that age group. It's just they're gonna miss things because they can't. The concept is bigger than just a cute Barbie cartoon thing.
Yeah, Tim said he loved how odd it was, and he said no one is talking about like how strange it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things in it that are funny, like Weird Barbie is in it, which Weird Barbie is defined as like the Barbie that you manipulated because you didn't have a certain Barbie. So maybe, or you just like colored her hair or whatever. And so that character comes to life and it's hysterical. Ken's house is called the Mojo Dojo Casa House. And they're like, Casa House is redundant. And he's like, it's the Mojo Dojo Casa House. And it's so funny.
Okay, Tim also said, very funny. Weird Barbie is now an official doll.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's so great. That is so great. I should see, this probably would be embarrassing, but I have my own Weird Barbie from my childhood, and my mom still has it at her house. I will try to get my hands on it for the show next week, just so that I'll just be transparent about, the weird Barbies in our life.
I think it's amazing that there's a whole Barbie zeitgeist that's happening, right? Like this is truly this incredible phenomena that I'm just so shocked by.
Yeah, it's funny. It's cool. Go see it.
Okay.
Great.
I think I need to. So I've heard that there's like this Barbie and Oppenheimer mashup where a lot of people have seen like them both on the same day.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
We did not, because again, I had children with me. Oppenheimer's not appropriate for kids.
I don't think so.
I haven't seen it, but I've also heard really, really good things about it. So
Yeah, me too.
I don't know anything about that movie really.
Tim, have you seen Oppenheimer? And did you see it as a mashup? And do you recommend it?
Yeah. And there is also, hold on, let me look at something really quick. I want to just give a shout out to another. Oh, if I can find it. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm going to sing to fill the time.
I'm going to just put up a picture because this just happened this past week. There was this beautiful double rainbow after a big, intense rainstorm. And I feel like that dovetails nicely in the pink colors that we're talking about. And this was literally at the end of my driveway. I felt like it was so magical seeing that.
I cannot find what I'm looking for, so I will try to do it for next week. That rainbow, the night that happened, we were visiting with my dad at St. Mary's, and the girls were playing in the rain. And they were doing like cartwheels and all kinds of stuff, just having a blast. And all of a sudden the sun like came blazing through. And I said, girls, I couldn't see it because it was like behind me, but I said, girls, look over the building. There has to be a rainbow over there. And they're like, there's a rainbow. So I love that you captured it.
That's awesome. And I love that people are so excited about it, right? Like it just feels like this magical revelation when it happens.
It is magical and they don't happen that often. So you have to like, it's worth the pause.
Although Teak was in the car with me and he's like, a rainbow, don't go driving around chasing it, taking all kinds of pictures, Mom.
I love it. He knows you well.
He knows me too well.
Yeah.
So Tim, by the way, did say he saw Oppenheimer, not as a mashup with Barbie, but he said it's easily his favorite kids movie of the year so far.
Funny.
Okay, we're talking pink. We're talking happiness. Tell us about pink.
Oh my gosh. So Doug surprised us and bought our family of 5 tickets to go see Pink in concert at American Family Field in Milwaukee. And it was amazing. Like the production of her concerts is amazing. Her vocal talent is like insane. And she's such an athlete. Like she does trapeze, she does like flying through the air, she dances, she just does all these amazing things. It was so good.
And I just love this photo of your family. Like this is just such a warm and loving and happy photo. How did you get a photo of your family from behind if everyone's in it?
I know. So Pink covered To Make You Feel My Love, which a lot of people have covered. Tina and I learned in a little bit of pre-show prep. And we were just literally standing like this, and the woman behind me is like, I need a picture of your family. This is so cool. I need to take a picture. Can I take your phone out of your pocket? I'm like, but my phone is locked. So I pulled my phone out and locked it and handed it back to her. But it's like, makes my heart so happy.
Yeah.
I love her arms are all crisscrossed and
so you sent me a clip of the video, a video clip of the song you were watching when this happened. So let's take a little Pink break, okay? Check this out.
And there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love.
Oh, so nice. So nice.
oh, I love it. I could just listen and take it in all day long.
So was someone in your household a Pink fan before Doug got the tickets? Like, is this an ongoing?
Yeah, it's totally me. But I had said like multiple people had asked me, "Are you going? Are you going?" And I'm like, "It's a Monday night. Like that sucks." And I was like, "No, I just don't think it's gonna work." I had like written it off, and then Doug bought us tickets to go. It was so good. Her voice is just so penetrating. Like she is an incredible vocalist. I don't even know what else to say other than like it's amazing.
Is this picture also at that concert?
Yes. Yeah, that's when we got there.
Okay, that's awesome too. You can just feel the excitement in the stands looking at this picture.
The cutest thing. So we told the girls on Sunday night, Doug did like a word scramble to tell them. They had to like figure out what the words were. And Nora said to us, Nora's 9. She was like, the only other concert I've ever been to was at the fire station, which is when Smoke Road played at the fire station under a tent for the fish boil. And I just like, it was the most precious thing because it's like this little moment in time. Her only reference point was like that. And I was like, oh, honey, this is going to be mind blowing, right?
What did she think after it? What was her experience?
So we went a little bit early. Pat Benatar opened for Pink, so we listened to her, and there was a DJ. And so they are like, 8:30 p.m. bed kids for the most part. Obviously there's summer nights where we go later, but like at 8:30, she was like, I'm hot. It was really hot. She's like melting. I'm tired. Like I'm not gonna. And I was like, girl, like I know this is really hard right now, but like your mind's gonna be blown in 30 minutes. I just need you to like put your big girl panties on and hang on. She's like, okay. I'm like, can you do it? She's like, I can do it. And like so the lips that were in that picture, I don't know if you can put the picture back up or a picture. Yeah, you can kind of see it. So it said like Summer Carnival, and there's these lips in the middle. The lips opened up and Pink appeared from the center stage and dropped down to the floor. So the lips were like, and she was in the middle of them, and she jumped off the back and was like on a thing. So the minute the girls figured out that's where she was, then it was like game on. They like stood on their chairs and they just had a blast. So
Were they familiar with her music? Like, had they heard you
Oh, yeah.
listening to her? Okay.
we listened to it often enough. So it was
That first concert experience, that's really special. I can remember in 6th grade, I was the hugest Rick Springfield fan. I mean, I thought I was probably his biggest fan, but
you were, I'm sure.
And I remember he was coming to Summerfest that year. And so my parents took me, my dad put me on his shoulders. And it was the most incredible, like best concert experience of my life. And I've seen some really good concerts since then, but I will never forget like just that like dream come true and being in that.
Right.
And now I'm embarrassed to admit it.
I know. Well, so Doug and I were talking about this. My first concert was to see Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, and I was in high school. And I really should remember. I was listening when he was talking, but his first concert was also, he saw Jimmy Buffett in high school.
Oh, fun.
Right. So we were both high school age. So we like look at our very spoiled children and we're like, you guys, like, this is a high bar to start the concert experience at. Like, but anyway, it was one of the absolute ways to like fit in those last little bits of summer.
Oh yeah, what a total summer experience. That is awesome. Well, it looks like you did some other cool stuff though too. Like, what are these pictures of?
So there was a classic car show at Washington Park on Sunday. And so we just went, these are through the eyes of my children. They had my phone, but we just walked around and checked it out. Like, look at all these these are all
That's
people,
a cool shot.
isn't it? These are all people from like Manitowoc County that have these amazing old classic vehicles. And like this one, the kids commented on the hand crank for the window. Right? And the old seatbelts and just like seeing all the old like vinyl. It was super, super cool.
And how big the steering wheels were.
Yeah, like this. I mean, even just look at this. Look at how big it's like a huge bench seat. You could like fit 4 people on that seat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have they ever been for a ride in a classic car at all?
I don't think they have. I don't think so.
By
But
the way, Tim said his first concert was the Grassroots at the Roncalli Gym. Very cool.
That's awesome. Oh, Tim has to go to work.
Well, he works at the Manitowoc Public Library. Tim, thank you for the work that you do and for promoting that incredible organization and all of its programming.
Yes, absolutely. What did you do this weekend, Tina?
So, the happy side of the weekend, Jason and I celebrated 19 years. I love this guy so much. And every year on our anniversary, we return to the scene of I Do, and we do a little dance together. We got married right on the lakeshore. So it's kind of a nice way to affirm like, yep, let's do this one more year. You're cool.
Oh, I love it. I can just like see the joy in your eyes. Like your eyes, I feel like are twinkling in that picture.
Thank you. Thank you. And then, so my parents are down in Madison looking after my brother's house. And my dad's an incredible ping pong player, right? He's got a bunch of awards and whatever. Cool. He's also almost 80. And so he was down there playing ping pong. fell and broke 4 ribs. So he spent, a number of days in a hospital, not his own community hospital, right? And so on Sunday, Teek and I went down and we sprung him from the hospital. And this is the shot showing my brothers and the rest of the family. We got him.
Oh, the poor guy. He's just trying to have fun and play ping pong.
I know. And the thing is, ribs, you really can't do anything about it, right?
No,
So
and they take like forever to heal, and you can't breathe, and you can't move, and you can't sleep. How awful, poor guy.
I know. So get well soon, Dad, because that
Oh,
sucks.
John, we're sending our love. Rest up. So, so there's ping pong and cribbage talents in your family.
And my dad's got it all. He's all of those.
That mean you can play but that you can play ping pong?
Nope. You know what's funny? My dad was so good that when I was a kid, I was so bad. He didn't have the patience to get me from bad to better. It was like, forget it. You kids are terrible.
Do something else.
So I think my brothers managed to pick up some of that talent, but nobody plays like my dad.
Where did your dad compete to win awards?
He does like senior Olympics and things like that.
What about when he was younger? Is he like the grand national champion of ping pong and we just have not known it all along?
I don't think so. By the way, Barb Walsh said, my first concert was BJ Thompson at State Fair. He sang the song, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
My gosh. Okay, you guys, keep commenting and telling us. I'm super curious. Like, this is we've never talked about this before. I love hearing all the different concerts that people have been to.
Yeah, and a first concert really is so memorable.
Mm-hmm. It is. We bought the girls. Concert tees have gone up in price, by the way, quite a bit. Insane, I might say.
Like what? Give me an example.
Oh, like $50, $60 for a t-shirt.
Oh, that's like triple in price.
Right? Yeah. If you want a hoodie, you're paying $100. Just a hoodie. But we got the girls' concert tees because I want them to have that tee forever.
Yeah. I mean, that is such a special moment that you were commemorating. It's not like it was just any concert. It was all of you. I mean, look at this shared experience, right? A concert tee is so worth that.
Right. It's so good. Hey, now we're just talking about t-shirts.
Yes.
Little switch here.
Yes.
So I have a shirt here I want to talk about today. This came from the amazing Heather. She works at Balance on Buffalo. Her nephew unfortunately committed suicide a number of years ago, and she, along with her sister and family, have been really trying to promote this You Matter movement. So she gave these to us because we've talked about it on the show, but I think it's such an important thing. So I just want to point out 988 is the lifeline. You can hit that number, and if you are in crisis, any type of crisis, or you need suicide support, you can call and get emergency help. That is a line that's available 24 hours a day, just like 911.
Yeah, please don't second guess. If you just are feeling that, whatever you're feeling, if you need somebody to talk to, just call 988. We'd much rather have you here and working through it than not, okay?
Absolutely. And so Heather also gave us some of these cool stickers and some wristbands. And so I don't know where these are going to be. They might be at Coolest Coast. They might be we're going to see a Pretty Badger. Maybe we'll put them out. But if you need one, reach out to us. If you want one, if you want the information, we're happy to share. I'll try to put a link in the comments too. But Heather, thank you for promoting this in our community. Thank you for helping try to keep people mentally and physically safe and well. We appreciate it. You're awesome.
Yep. Awesome. Hey, you guys like to play games, right? Did you ever play the Payday board game?
I don't think so.
Payday? When I was a kid, I loved Payday. It was this game where it was like a whole monthly calendar, and you had to roll the dice, and depending on what you landed on, you had to do what it said. You might earn money, you might get a bill, you might have to whatever, you might have to go grocery shopping. Anyway, I loved the graphics, and the second square was always a big exciting one, right? Because the second one was inheritance from a long lost aunt, and you would collect $500, right? Which was huge in the game at the time. So my brother in Germany sent me a message that, hey, the kids are playing Payday. Remember how much fun that was? I said, okay, I'm the aunt. Have them remember me if they land on the aunt square. And he's like, what aunt square? And so apparently the Payday board game is totally different these days. And now the second square is just some kind of sweepstakes.
Oh, the great aunt doesn't exist anymore.
No more inheritance from the long lost aunt.
I can't believe it.
But I love these sort of like, I don't know, is this 60s or 70s kind of design? It's kind of like almost like a yellow submarine type of
Right.
design.
What is going on with the aunt's nose? The long lost aunt. Those glasses.
Yeah, it's a tiny little pair of glasses sitting on her nose, and there's like a little cat jumping up into the
I know.
picture.
Is the cat tail on the left, or is that an ear?
I think it's the cat paws.
Okay. Oh,
Maybe that's why they changed it. Too many questions.
I'm sorry, the long lost aunt is officially lost.
Forever. But so it's interesting to know that games undergo like makeovers, right? Like depending on the generation that's playing them.
Right. I mean, still, the long lost aunt, that's pretty funny. It's way better content than a sweepstakes.
So Heather had a little message that she's going to reach out to Gritty Badger about stickers. And if anyone's interested, the nonprofit is out of Merritt Island, Florida.
Awesome. Heather, thank you for watching this morning. That worked out very well. I'm very happy to get the word out here.
Okay, so Kristin, one more shot. So are these the concert tees then that the girls got?
Yes, I didn't remember that I sent this to you. Yeah, they all picked their own. I actually ended up getting the one that Josie Girl has on the left there because I thought it was so cool.
I
But
think it looks like you. It looks like you on a t-shirt, Kristin.
pink is way cooler, and I cannot sing that well. Let's put that into the universe.
And I love the t-shirt that Nora is wearing too. Awesome.
Yeah, that's like the summer carnival like emblem. I know, it was just so good. Good memories.
Yeah, a concert is great. A concert is just so great. I'm just trying to think back. I saw Pink Floyd at Soldier Field one year, and that is probably one of the best concerts. It was so incredible.
Was it? So I went down to Chicago a number of years ago, probably 8 years ago already, 9, and I saw Justin Timberlake. And that was when he was doing like the full horn section. He had like a 20-piece horn, kind of classic 50s horn section with him. And that was pretty awesome. That was a full production show also. And the stage actually, let's see if I can do this. If this is the stage, there was like this piece that ran up the stage and it moved all the way through the audience, all the way to the back of the stadium. And then it came back up to the front. So like, regardless of where you were sitting, he was somewhat close to you at some point during the concert because this whole section of stage moved. It was super cool.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Justin Timberlake would know how to put on a show. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's really that kind of a showman.
Well, that's just it. So like some of these, like Pink, Taylor Swift, I've heard Carrie Underwood. Yeah, like it's lights and fireworks and video and dancing and just all of the things, right? And so it's just a totally different experience. And like we go to country music concerts frequently. And did you lose me?
I did for just a second. Yeah, but you're still here.
I could tell in your face that it looked funny, and I got a warning. No, we go to country music concerts a lot, and those are a little bit more of stand and play, I would say. They do some things, but it's not like seeing other.
I think the weirdest concert I saw a reunion of the Eagles, right? So after they were all already done, usually performing together, right? They had this like kind of reunion concert. And the reason it was weird is, you could almost feel the animosity coming off of the stage.
Ooh,
Like, it didn't seem like they were happy to be there together. It didn't seem like they loved playing together. I was like, oh, come on, guys.
that would be weird. That would be weird. I could definitely see that. Heather, if you're still watching, have you been to a concert? And if you have, what was your first concert?
Yeah, I want to know.
I can remember, and I got to ask my mom. I can remember as a kid, this goes way back. We were at a country music festival and we saw John Conley on stage. So if you don't know who John Conley is, you should go look him up.
I don't know who John Conley is.
He sang, I believe, Rose-Colored Glasses.
Oh,
Rose-colored glasses. That's really bad.
nice.
I'll post the link, but yeah, that probably goes back a very, very, very long way. Maybe.
You know, it's impressive too when you think about the concerts, like the backup dancers. Sometimes they are working their butts off, right? Like to really give us a performance.
Right, for sure. All the things, and even just we watched like the stage transition between Pat Benatar and Pink coming on, and like the number of stage hands out there working to like flip the stage. And I like Grace is in theater, so I'm like, look at how many stage hands are down now working it. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's so great. You know, there's an appreciation for like what kind of behind the scenes, you know. And yeah, I mean, like within minutes, there was like probably 30 or 40 stage hands moving things on and off to get things ready. And
I love that. I love that you had a moment of appreciation for them, because it's true. Without everything happening in the background, the main event wouldn't happen.
yeah. Oh, there's my mom. The Porterfield Country Festival. I knew she would know. Yep.
Oh, by the way, Barb Walsh said, sing the Happy Schnapps the Happy Schnapps at the county fair.
Yes.
Was your concert. And
Porterfield Country Festival. Way to go, Mama. I knew you'd remember. Speaking of that, we'll talk about this next week on the show, but Manitowoc County Fair is next week and next weekend. There is an incredible lineup of, you know, awards, animal showings, carnival rides, all of the things. So make sure you're putting one of your days on the list to head out there. The weather looks like it's going to be good.
Awesome. Well, Kristin, it has been so much fun talking with you this morning, sharing memories of concerts. Thanks to everyone that participated and shared your first concert experience too. We really enjoy it. You've been watching Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Thank you to Just Orthodontics for sponsoring. We'll see you next time.